One of the most historic ones from the Native Americans, they call it's the Three Sisters Garden, and it's corn, beans, and squash. So a 4x8 garden, if you got it all 8 foot wide, well, you got to be 8 feet tall to justify having it. Now, if you're 4 feet tall within a 4 foot wide garden, it makes perfect sense for you. And that'll fit. And so with that, you're able to reach everything within it. Now, the other thing, if I'm up against a wall to be able to reach and maintain everything, I want to do it in what we call a stadium seating approach. So maybe if I'm 6 feet tall and that means I'm going to have a 3 foot garden from my wall. Now, at the back of that wall, I'm going to have things that are tall. Things that are going to grow tall. So I might have my trellis that'll grow up that wall. I'm going to have the things that grow tall. It's going to be 2 feet or higher. And so my harvest is tall.
And on those tall things, interestingly enough, you can grow vines tall. Like you're talking about watermelons and cantaloupe.
Oh, yeah.
They can grow vertical. The plant just grows itself strong enough to support the melon. It's amazing.
Absolutely. And if you're concerned about the weight of a watermelon hanging on one of those trellises, we like to just get handkerchiefs and then you tie them up and they look like little hammocks. So you got these melon hammocks that are all
Nice.
hanging on the wall. It looks cute. Kind of a cute way to make it all work. So the next layer, so that's the first square foot, everything across there. We're going to do the density that it recommends in that square foot. We're going to put it up against the wall. We're going to have a trellis with it. Now the next layer in, which would be my the middle square foot, I can do medium-sized plants at a spacing relative to what it says on the seed packet. So let's say that in that one row, I'm going to do medium-sized things. So let's say I'm going to do tomatoes. Then I've got tomatoes in that layer. And then my front square foot is going to be a smaller, shorter stuff. So maybe I'm going to do some small leaf basil plants. Maybe some bush basils, some little bush basils, a little Thai basil, or maybe even carrots. Since I can grow carrots right now, I'm going to have all my carrots in that bottom row. But I'm going to throw them in a density from a seed planting perspective, not a row planting perspective.
Okay.
Fill it all in. And then there's my 3 feet, back, middle, and front. And now I've created a very highly dense scenario. Now, having enough nutrient for everything. The other trick that I just kind of inadvertently shared with you guys is that we're doing companion planting. So with each of those 3 things, for each square foot, I'm planting something that's going to be a companion, something that's complementary in growing, and it's not feeding on the same amount of nutrients. They're the same types of nutrients. So there's some complementary effect. One of the most historic ones from the Native Americans, they call it's the Three Sisters Garden, and it's corn, beans, and squash. So if I was doing a corn, beans, squash, Three Sisters Garden, well, I would have the corn on the back by the wall, very densely planted. Then I'd have my beans kind of in front of that. And then I have my squash in front of that.